So hi, well, the Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
So we lied last week. We didn't pre-record the episode.
We did not.
Honestly, we just didn't feel like it.
Yeah, we were like, it was the night before,
It's like 2
and we were
o'clock
all
in the
just
morning.
talking. Yeah, it was like 2 a.m. And I think I said like I don't want to do it, and then you were like, it's crazy because I was just about to ask you if we could just skip it, and I was like,
You were
sure.
like, I got focaccia bread to make, and I was like,
I just wanted to make my
brother,
focaccia,
you
bro.
go make your fucking focaccia bread.
I just wanted to make my focaccia, man, and it was delicious.
I think part of the reason why we decided that was because it was daylight savings times, and we were up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was
We did
going
see
to
that
jump.
clock change.
Yeah. I didn't see it change. I was in bed by then, but I'm sure you did.
Lucky you.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out why you texted me at 3:30 in the morning a couple days ago.
What? What? When did I do that? You're fucking kidding me.
Speaking of being awake, I woke up and I was like, God damn, Glory's really going in.
I was losing my mind. I'm sorry. I was playing Fortnite.
And it wasn't even a sleep text because it was totally coherent and had everything to do with what we were talking about before that.
It was just, I forgot to reply. I played a couple games of Fortnite. I was like, ah, shit.
And then I was like, wait, that's why you're texting me about what you're texting me about. Because you're up until 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. Go to bed.
Get some sleep. And then maybe you won't be, oh my god.
Then maybe you won't be so stressed out all the time.
Oh my god. It's crazy because that was like the first time in a while that I've been up that late.
Uh-huh.
It was nice.
But the irony of it.
It's fucking crazy, dude. And I'd do it again.
No, of course
Hell
you
yeah.
would. Yeah, an all-nighter before a big interview or something, you know?
I did do that.
I know you
gotta
did.
do that again.
No,
Yeah.
you shouldn't do that again.
New Year's Day.
You should do it tomorrow.
No, we have
row.
4 interviews. No, I'll do. You know what? I'll do it Thursday. I'll do it the night before Thursday.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not my least favorite band, Glory.
Holy shit, that's crazy. That's so crazy.
Yeah. So, we got a lot to catch up on. We went to a couple of shows. Glory went to one. I went to like 3, if we're gonna count the comedy shows as shows, and we will. I saw Lou Berger last Thursday. Right? No, 2 Thursdays ago. Oh my
No,
God.
it was last Thursday. Oh shit, it was 2 because
holy shit.
time flies.
Wow.
Damn.
In the beautiful city of New York City.
Glad you made it out.
Yeah, thank God. Didn't get lost this time. And it was all right. I mean, Keith from the Try Guys like comedy band. And if anybody was like gonna go see this on the off-Broadway, let's skip ahead a little bit and talk about what the show is. If you don't care, you can watch. And the entire premise of it is like Keith is more famous than we are, and then that like drifts them apart as friends. So then they like upset the witch of friendship, and she turns evil and sends them to the land of no friendia, and they have to work together to get the 3 pieces of her broken heart, because there's 3 members in the band. And they sing too, and that's how they come together. And I mean, it was okay, but the people in front of me were laughing way too hard.
Laughing at or
laughing with the production. And there was a talking penis, and yeah,
that doesn't. Was it funny?
It was all right. I didn't think it was hilarious.
It wasn't like, ah.
Yeah, I think it's funnier if you were a little fucked up like the people in front of me were.
Yeah, you gotta be on something to enjoy that to the fullest extent.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was well put together. I thought there were some funny moments, but like they're hilarious. Like when Keith has them on to do eat the menu, they're fucking hilarious together. And like they're doing this.
That's unscripted, yeah.
And they're doing this, and I was just like, I mean, it's the entire...
Someone order Taco Bell.
Yeah, exactly. Someone eat Taco Bell right now. The entire premise of it is
I'm leaving.
Yeah. The entire premise is he's more famous than we are, and that makes us mad, and we're going to sing about it now. And it's just like, he didn't have any other ideas? Like,
I'm sorry. That sounds so bad. I would be so disappointed if I went to that, because it's just, I'm not like a Broadway person.
Yeah, I'm not
like I
either.
like one thing, and that's Dear Evan Hansen. And now people aren't allowed to like that either. I'm learning. So it's like, fuck, now I don't like anything. But it's like, I don't know, that just sounds so like, it sounds like they're leaning into kind of like that kind of, not cringe, but like, this is just so bad that it's funny kind of plot line. But I think they might have gone a little too far.
Yeah, there were certain moments where I was like, ooh, this is still going.
Yeah, it just sounds like one long bad bit.
Yeah. I think part of it was supposed to be the fact that it was like it was supposed to be funny because it's ironic, but like it was too long.
Yeah. Did they sing their White People Taco Night song? That's the only Keith song I know.
Honestly,
People Taco
they
Night.
probably did at the end, but by that point I was kind of checked out. It was kind of like, I'm sure they did play it at the end because it's kind of like a band playing their most popular song.
That's what I was gonna say. That's their fucking encore.
No, the encore was the reprise. I don't know. I don't do Broadway.
I never say it out loud. I always write it.
Yeah. That was the opener song about how expensive it is to do an off-Broadway show. Like that's the kind of comedy it was. That was like, and it's so much
it's
money.
Like self-aware.
Yeah, like that's pretty, yeah, because then the entire premise of the play is that Keith is more famous than we are, and like, yes, that's
he can afford it.
Yeah. Well, not so much that wasn't like they didn't tie in together, that like he can afford to be here and we can't. That was just like the opening intro song is like, we're doing this and we're not sure if it's actually going to work, so go buy our merch.
Okay, I feel like I would have to be there to enjoy it, because I don't know, like reading a screenplay or hearing somebody retell it, it's obviously gonna be a bit more different because you're not there and you're not like.
I have my bias in the fact that I didn't enjoy it too much.
Because he wasn't like eating Taco Bell on stage. Honestly, that'd be impressive though, eating like the entire like menu of Taco Bell every night.
Yeah,
for, like,
that would have been badass. Yeah,
that's crazy.
They were also doing like actual comedy shows on some of their off days, like the comedy
that would have been good.
The comedy band shows. Honestly, I think that would have been pretty cool.
That's an interesting concept. I've never heard of that. Yeah. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure I have. I just can't think of it right now.
Yeah, but it was okay. Would not go see again, but I was disappointed, but not to the point of like, oh, I want my money back. Just like, that was not my humor in the slightest.
Yeah, it sounds very
like, yeah, my humor is a little bit.
He didn't shit on a desk,
Exactly.
He didn't talk about Sam's or something.
Today I threatened to shit on Gloria's desk. That's like my kind of humor.
3 times.
So that was that. The spoilers are over now. We're gonna talk about other things. And then that Friday I saw The Impractical Jokers, and the opener was hilariously unfunny. I feel like that's a theme with these like arena comedy tours, because the same thing could be said about Adam Sandler's opener, and he had fucking
Adam
Rob
Sandler
Schneider.
Isn't funny.
Yes, he is. His comedy was not. Dude, though.
You and Brendan need to just like start your own little Adam Sandler's fanboy podcast. I don't get it. I've tried. I've watched Bedtime Stories. I've watched what's another Adam Sandler's?
Happy Gilmore's fucking awesome. That one's awesome.
I've seen my fair share of Adam Sandler movies. I still don't get it.
No,
I'm sorry.
Great. He's great.
I'm sorry.
But the Jokers, they were okay.
I love them.
The same as kind of the Lou Burger show. Some of the bits were a little bit drawn out. Like, they were funny, but a little bit drawn out. An example, Sal was doing a bit where he was retelling a story, but the entire time they gave some like child audience member a button to shock him, so he would like stutter, or like his muscles would spasm and he'd like yell every single time he was shocked. But this went on for probably 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Exactly.
That's like a 5-minute bit.
Exactly.
Wow, that's like actually filler. That's a
Yeah.
great example of filler.
Yes.
They had nothing else.
Yeah, they had nothing better to do.
Wow. I expected more from the Impractical Jokers. I'm not gonna lie.
I was more pleasantly surprised by that than I thought I was gonna be. Like I walked out like I walked in like this is fucking gonna be like them just playing the fucking TV show behind them and then being like this is why, you know.
I'd eat that up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'd love it. I'd be like, oh, I fucking love this episode.
And don't get me wrong, they did their fair share of that.
I feel like all of the shows turned into like, you know, arena or touring shows. Like that's what It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia did. Like they kind of it was literally just a live podcast where they were just talking about old stuff and playing it in the background.
They did plenty of that, and like that reenactment of that bit that Sal did that I just talked about was originally something that they did on the show that they were like, oh, let's do it in person now.
What story was it?
I don't remember. I was actually too busy laughing at the long drawn out bit. I could
for the 30 full minutes.
I'm not gonna lie, I laughed pretty hard.
I mean, it's Impractical Jokers. What did you expect?
Exactly. So that was okay.
Put some respect on their name.
Yeah, so that was a good time. Would I go see them again? Probably not. But they were all right.
I expected, and when you posted a picture of the stadium that you were seeing them in, last thing I expected it to be the same size as what you saw Ludberger in.
100 people?
I expected like a tiny little thing, because it's like, I don't see Impractical Jokers as like a big thing, but now seeing that, and seeing that they're at the John Wick premiere, I'm like, what?
It's hard to like kind of with like just these like they look like average dudes. They don't look like Hollywood people. Yeah, they just look like dudes. It's hard to like visualize because everything's on TV, so you don't even see the numbers because you can't see viewership. It's just like hard to visualize that like they can actually, they didn't sell it out. They weren't even close. But they said there were like 7,000 people there. Like it's hard to visualize that those three like normal looking dudes are shocking themselves to 7,000 people like
every night.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
damn, good for them. Good for them.
So that was crazy. And then you and I went to the same show exactly a week apart. We saw Magnolia Park, Arrows in Actions, Pop Tropica Sluts, and First and Forever. Gloria saw them in Virginia. I saw them in New Jersey.
Yes.
I thought most of the bands were good. I enjoy First and Forever. I enjoy Hours in Action. I enjoy Magnolia Park. I think they all put on good shows. I think Pop Tropica Sluts, on the other hand, did not fit on the bill and were boring as shit. My favorite part of their set was when they talked with the auto tune on with the voice effects. I thought that was hilarious.
Okay, okay. Whoa. Okay, maybe they were tired at like your show, but they were like good at my show. Granted, I was like I was in the back. I had barricade, and then I just gave up. I was so tired by the end of First and Forever. I didn't even stand in line either. I had no excuse to be tired. I was fucking working. But I thought they were great. Granted, did they fit on the bill? No. But like, I thought it was cool because they just reminded me of 100 Gex.
Was your crowd into it?
Yes. Everyone knew the lyrics. They're like, this is our best show on the tour so far. And I was like, yeah, because everyone here is really like,
there was like
there was
like a small group in the middle of the stage, like in the middle of the floor, that was like bouncing around, and the rest were just kind of staring at them like, what the fuck is going on?
How can you just stare at them when they're making like those cool sounds?
The guy that was on, like when they came out, I don't know if he was standing on the left for you, but the guy that was standing on the left, because the stage was left to right, and then the DJ like in the back, right?
Oh yeah.
So the guy standing on the left, like they played their first song, and he goes like, "Get some fucking energy," and then like nobody like picked it up, and like he just did not look like he wanted to be there for the rest of the night. Like hood up the entire time, and I was like, "Come
on, guys!"
But it's not the first time I've seen a band play House of Independence where people are like, "This band is great," and then the crowd just not be into it. and then that be like the worst show I've ever seen, because Graduating Life, when they opened for Just Friends, there were like no people at this fucking show, and like this guy was just like, do you guys even fucking care? And people were like, no, nobody said a word, and he was like, all right, whatever.
Oh my god.
Another question about Pop Tropica Sluts. Did they just drop the mics and walk off the stage when they were done? Or did they like say,
yes,
oh,
I remember.
okay.
I remember hearing. I think they said something, and then I heard
yeah,
like a mic dropping.
I'm not even sure if they said anything, but I wasn't sure if that was just a Jersey thing, because like, oh fuck, because this crowd. They just gave up. Yeah. I'm not quite sure if they said anything after they finished their song, but I did like they dropped the mics and walked off, but I wasn't just sure if that was like.
I'm gonna be honest. I only remember them saying, like, I remember like listening to their set and being like, this is good. I have to listen to them more because it's fun music. And then I remember them saying, now this is our last song. We only have a couple minutes left, twice. So that's like, that confused me. So I was like, okay, didn't they just say that like 2 songs ago?
That's
like,
funny.
What?
They had no idea.
Yeah, but no, I think they did drop the mic. I could be wrong though. But yeah. Show was amazing. I loved everyone on the bill. I knew everyone. I knew their music except for them, so they were the. Let's see.
They were also the odd one out on the bill. Yeah.
I mean, it's fucking hyperpop.
Yeah.
Like what? But hey,
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I thought that there's like I listened to them on the way there, and I was like, oh, this shit's cool. Yeah, because like it's definitely hyper pop, but it wasn't like totally in your face. Like what,
it wasn't 100 gex, like
and
blowing out your ears. Yeah.
But then they played, and I was just like, this is disappointing, because like I was listening to their studio stuff, and although it was hyper pop, it kind of felt like it fit in.
It still had that kind of like alternative tinge.
And then they played, and I was just like, what the like? They don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, and the songs are worse live, in my opinion. So like, but the rest of the show was very good. So we have conflicting opinions, but I assumed we did because you like 100 gex and hyperpop, and I do not.
Yeah, I didn't see you liking them. I didn't see you coming back, bro. Did you hear Pop Tropica Sluts? They were so cool. I heard they were okay. Yeah, that's basically what I was expecting.
So, but that's one of the first times Glory and I both went to the same show, and then not had a podcast, and then both were at the show and were able to talk about it together
at the same time. Because usually it's like a week difference. Like for Sharia Moore, both Sharia Moore shows, I'm pretty sure it was a week difference. Can't do this anymore, bro. They scared me because they posted they're on like their TikTok game now, right? So it's like they posted a video and it was them, rocking out to Love's Not Your Thing, and it said it's floating through the universe. It was upside down, and I was like, what does that say? So I had to watch the video all over again, and it said falling in reverse. I was like, what are the lyrics? Because I still don't know. I need to buy the vinyl so I could get like the lyric sheet or something, because I used to say through the universe and then to the other side, which I don't even know how I got that. And now is it falling in reverse?
No.
I need someone in the band.
Through the universe.
Right, yeah. I don't know. Sorry. But yeah, Magnolia Park killed it. Arrows in Action killed it. Did you get to meet them?
No, I only went up to Alex because Alex was so kind to list me for the show. So I was like,
love Alex.
Hi. And then I said bye to him as I was walking out. But I scooted right out. So I didn't even like hang around the merch table, because I literally just gotten back from my trip, and I was like, nobody is gonna get any money out of me tonight.
I only dropped 30 at First and Forever because I wanted to grab something from Magnolia Park, but every time I went, the merch person wasn't there. Thank you again. Shane got me this shirt because I was like, I need a shirt, and he shit all over it apparently. But it was I was sat literally 2 feet away from their merch table. They had a line of maybe like 30 people just in line to meet them after their set. So I just kind of sat there directly next to them and was just like, okay, this is as close as I'm going to get. And then as soon as they went through the line and stuff, they just left. I don't know where they went. I didn't see them for the rest of the night. So I didn't get to say hi.
They disappeared.
So, I mean, I'll talk to them. What is it, tomorrow?
Oh, Arrows in Action? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll say hi to them
Yeah.
tomorrow.
A couple of hilarious highlights from the show. And then we have so many things we have to talk about. It's crazy.
Too many. Yeah.
One was that someone stage dove during the set, and the crowd was very clearly people that have either never been to a show or really don't understand show etiquette. So this person stage dove, did the right thing where they pointed to where they were going to dive so that people
That's
knew,
never happened for me. People always just jump.
so that people know that you're going to jump there. Nobody caught them. And even like Magnolia Park had no idea what to do. Like Josh was like in the middle of singing and he just turns around. He was like, "Ooh, that's not good." Like, it's like,
Could you hear a boom?
it's like, holy shit. And then they kind of kept going for a few more seconds. And I guess one of them was like, "Yo, maybe we should like stop and make sure she's okay."
That's actually crazy because I think the exact same thing happened at my show. They had to stop the show because either someone fell and was getting trampled or somebody jumped and
that was
like hurt themselves.
Yeah. Because it's very much like that crowd of like kids that have never been to a show before. Like,
new to the scene. Yeah.
And then the other thing was that I've never seen this happen before in my entire life. All the shows I've went to, somebody in between songs gets Josh's attention to go, "The lights are bothering me," and he goes, "Close your eyes." He's so right for that.
Josh, you're the best, man.
Like you're like shut the fuck up.
Like what like genuine, what do you want them to do about it?
Like turn the fucking lights off.
I know some people can be sensitive to it, but it's like if you know you're sensitive to it, don't be in the pit.
Yeah,
or contact the venue beforehand to be like, where is the best place to stand?
Yeah, like you have to do your own due diligence because the band is going to put on the show that they want to put on.
Exactly. Because
a majority of the people there most likely are not light sensitive. Yeah, he quite literally went, "Close your eyes," and then they play the next song, and I was like, "That is so badass! Holy shit!"
I'm like, I need more people to do that. That's so awesome. Yeah, that's so awesome.
But now we've got 2 weeks worth of shit to talk about. So Mimi at the Altar put out their debut album, Past, Present, Future. So
so cool.
No, I very much enjoyed this album outside of that song that Glory just started singing. I
still like that song. Yeah.
The album is catchy as fuck, but I have a big butt.
I'm scared myself with that thing.
Yeah.
Oh
it is not what I wanted. The band.
Oh, you wanted the chug
band
riffs.
comes up. They're an easycore band. Debut record when they already put out an easycore EP on the major
label.
Yes. Yeah. Then we kind of get the pop punk alt thing, which is fine. The songs are catchy as fuck. I really enjoy the record, but like especially after listening through their older stuff because that's what they were playing live, I was like, damn, like this shit fucking kicks ass. Yeah. And I feel like now that they're on like those bands kind of have a ceiling as to how far they can go, but I feel like they're just the perfect conglomeration of all of the hype behind them and the fact that they've got a major and everything, that they could have kept doing that thing and pushed like easycore to the mainstream.
Absolutely.
So I feel like that's a missed opportunity. And it kind of makes me wish that at least if all I wanted was one song. Honestly, after I heard the songs live, like before the album was out,
just give me another hit like a girl, man.
I just wanted.
That's all I asked for.
I was like, okay, clearly the album's not going to be easycore. One song, please. And we didn't even get that. We got like one sick riff the entire fucking album.
Oh, yeah.
But with that being said, like that's my own personal gripe. But taking the album at face value, this is what we were given. It's a great fucking album. I can't say that it's not. It's fucking awesome. It's so catchy, and they did a good job, you know. And if you're gonna do the genre switch, I guess your debut album is the time to do it because that's like when you're gonna have the most eyes on you. So I'm not gonna complain too much because the album still rips.
Yeah. I can understand why they switched from easycore to pop punk, because pop punk is having its resurgence, whatever. And I guess it's easier to market, and also Fuel by Ramen has more. They don't I'm most likely wrong, but it's like their bigger, artists on there aren't easycore. They're usually pop punk or leaning into that side. Um, so I can understand why it might have been the label, just like this will be easier for us to kind of, start off of, I guess. I don't know, but I do wish it was a little heavier. I do wish there were some chug riffs, but god damn, man, Edith's vocals are insane. They just have that sound of this is a classic. This is something that is going to become a staple in the industry. It's crazy. They're so good.
Mhm.
The entire band, ridiculously good. I love them so much.
Yeah, they're great.
Wish you guys had some chug riffs. You can add them in live. You can do a live album, add the chug riffs.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'd eat it up. Thank you. Thank you. Periphery dropped new album, Periphery 5. Gent is not a genre. Thank you for approving that.
This fucking album is crazy. So we both had spun this album a little early, out of pure curiosity, for what the fuck, and I know Glory especially wound up blown away. I personally have not dove into Gent too much. I know it's a genre that exists, but outside of that,
apparently it's not a genre.
Okay, fine.
That's what they're saying.
Touche. But I have not personally dove into it too much, and I was like, damn, what the fuck is this? And I was blown away by the record. There's so much going on, but it all winds up making sense. I personally enjoyed the album a lot. I think that it says the same for you, but you can also talk about it.
Yes. So this is it's Gent. I thought you said this was prog.
Progressive Gent, but yeah, it's all kind of
prog rock.
Yeah, you're fucking Gent meaning a form of heavy rock music featuring complex rhythms and distorted low-pitched guitar sounds.
Yeah.
Progressive metal meaning broad fusion melding heavy metal and progressive rock, combining the loud aggression and amplified guitar driven sound of the former with the more experimental cerebral and pseudo classical compositions of the latter. So it's
prog. I'd classify it more as prog. I mean, they sound basically the same, only one is like it's more diverse, I guess. Either way, this album scared me when I first listened to it, because I was like, oh my god, why is like the shortest song on here like 4 minutes long? All right, that's probably like a 3-minute song on there or something, but it scared me. And I texted Shane, I was like, dude, why are these songs so long? They're like 11-minute songs. It's crazy. I listened to it. I was so confused, but I loved it because it kept me intrigued. It kept me listening. There were no points of this album where I kind of zoned out and I kind of let it fade into the background while I was working. I could not focus on it because it was constantly doing so many different things. Like, there was like a little jazz moment. I love every part of this album. Mm-hmm. I gotta keep listening to it, and I might have found a new genre that I like. But maybe they're the only ones that are doing it right. I don't know. I gotta explore this genre. Yeah. Fucking, I loved it. I loved it so much. New favorite album.
Hell yeah. Suicide Silence put out their new album, Remember You Must Die. We fucking smoked Suicide Silence. That is a crazy sentence to say.
Bro, if you said that to like 2019 us, shat. All of us, both of us.
If you had said that to 2019 me, I would have been like, who the fuck is Suicide Silence?
I would have been like, that sounds familiar.
That sounds scary.
It means nothing to me.
Yeah, we spoke to Suicide Silence. That's fucking crazy. We also spoke to Avatar, by the way, because that also came out.
Let's just drop that in there. We spoke to Avatar. Go check out that interview.
Yeah, poop myself. This fucking album is awesome. It's exactly what I wanted from Suicide Silence. Mark talked a little bit about like how it kind of feels
the like process.
An older Suicide Silence album, and although we didn't cover their last record, I did wind up listening to it like in my free time around when it came out. And from what I remember, this definitely feels different. I have not listened to much older Suicide Silence, but I'll go out on a limb and agree with him because it feels different.
I trust
from
him.
Yeah, I'm gonna trust the guy in the band, but it feels different from that last record that they did in 2020. I enjoyed it, bro.
I listened to this album twice in the time that we had the advance. This was before the interviews, and the second time I was listening to it was during the interview because he kept talking about it, and I was like, okay, let me put this on in the background so I could hear what he's talking about. And it was just such an experience because he would talk about one song and then that one song would come on, and he was basically just talking through the entire process of it, and it just made it so much better. This album, not my genre to start off with, but it blew me away. Just for the drums on this record are literally
drums.
No. The drums on this record were actually insane. I loved it. The guitars, the riffs, oh my god, every single element of this record was incredible. Interview, I'd say, is one of our best.
It was pretty solid.
It was pretty good. Suicide Silence. Just went to Suicide Silence, by the way. Yeah. But yeah. Good album, good interview. Yes, thank you. For the Fallen Dreams dropped a new album. They're self-titled.
We also spoke to Chad from For the Fallen Dreams. And dude, this album is fucking crazy. In the interview, he talks about how, they worked with a bunch of different producers on this album, like one for each song. And they pretty much went out with the goal of like, we're gonna make, what is it, 11 or 12 songs, 11 or 12 singles, and we're gonna make a record. And it was like, okay, that's a ballsy concept, because like, what if it's just they wind up being like 12 standalone songs? Yeah. But listening through the record, if I wasn't told that, I have no fucking idea. The album flows together so well, so much so that some of the songs actually flow into each other. My favorite song is Sulfate. That song is fucking crazy. I was in Sam's Club today and had just finished listening to that song, and I was like dancing to it the entire time in my head. And I was like, the people in the Sam's Club probably think I'm weird, but it's okay.
It's okay. It's Sam's Club.
Exactly. It's all old people.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, this album fucking rocks.
Absolutely. I really, really liked this album. I don't know. Interview was amazing. And it is crazy how they were able to kind of keep the same tone and energy in every single song, even though it was a super long process for each song. So just keeping it all coherent and keeping it flowing well, and not just kind of like, oh, this is a genre switch, and then you can kind of hear the difference between this producer and this one, so it just kind of sounds off. Beautiful. Great interview as well. Really, really good.
Story of the Year dropped a new album, Tear Me to Pieces. So we haven't covered this band at all, but I had in my brain, I was like, we're gonna talk about this album because why not? I've heard of this band before. I never listened to them. I am so upset that we have not covered this band sooner, because this is the exact kind of like post-hardcore that I very much enjoy. It is very reminiscent of like older Silverstein and shit, and like I fucking love older Silverstein. Discovering the Waterfront, oh my god, do I love that album. So listening through this record, I was like, holy shit, this band is fucking awesome. I have been sleeping for so goddamn long on this band, and that is pretty much my review. I've been sleeping way too long on this band, and I love this fucking album, and I was listening to it on my way home from work today. Shit is awesome. And we didn't talk to them, but hey guys, would love to talk to you if you're available.
Album was fantastic.
Yeah.
We'd love to talk to you. I have basically the exact same thing to say. Album was amazing. I didn't know what to expect. With their name, it was giving kind of like Real Friends vibe. So I was like, okay, this is gonna be kind of like a chill, album. Fucking completely caught me off guard. Amazing, flowed really well. For me, it went by a little too quickly. But I'd rather it go by too quickly than drag on. So I think it was perfect. Well done. Come on the pod. Judiciary. Got that right on the first try. Dropped a new album. Flesh plus Blood. Flesh and Blood.
We spoke to Jake from Judiciary.
Nice.
And every single time there's a part that is cut out where I fucked up the album name, and then I left in the part where I messed up the band name at the end. It was a rough one for me, but the interview was good.
It was good. He thought it was funny anyways. He apologized for his band name. He was like, dude, it's okay. You're not the first person.
Fucking mouthful. And Flesh and Bone. It should just been that. I'm sorry.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense, yeah.
But with all of my personal problems with getting the fucking band name out of my mouth aside, yeah. This album is fucking awesome. You know, we're not usually super big on the hardcore. We cover what we enjoy kind of thing, but we're not super into it. And this is obviously an album that I enjoyed, and I think Glory did as well. Shit rips.
Yes. This playlist is heavy. This is a very heavy playlist. There's no Dodie on this playlist. No. But I'm gonna be honest, I didn't dislike any of the albums, I'll say, because there's a song on this list that I hated. Actually, 2 songs on this list that I hated, but we'll get to that. I loved this record. I loved the interview. The interview made the record better for me, listening to it again, because it was just, I don't know, talking to the people always makes the albums better because they get to explain little bits and pieces. And then on the second listen, you get to kind of be like, oh, now I'm listening for this one bit. So, I don't know. I loved it. I really did.
And I always enjoy talking to the artists instead of like watching the interviews that the artists are doing, because like it physically being told to me is way different than
like
me watching someone else explain, like it being explained to them. I still love watching artist interviews, especially of artists that never in my wildest dreams will we ever talk to.
I mean, Suicide Silence, bro.
At least right now. So, but yeah, just like being told these things directly, I just like, I mean, I quite literally said in the Avatar interview, like, holy fuck, you telling me this?
Thank you for dumbing this down for me.
Quite literally. Like,
yeah, it's fair, yeah. He's so cool.
Yeah.
He's so cool. Like, the fucking I am like Satan or whatever, craziest thing someone's ever said on the podcast. And people have spoken about like heroin and cocaine.
Bro just said I am Satan, and you and I did not say a single fucking word. We were just like, yes, you are.
We were like, yeah, hell yeah. Yes, absolutely.
So true, Johannes.
You're
you are
so
Satan.
Cool. You are so cool. I don't know if I told him that he was cool in the interview, but I know just after the interview, that's like the only thing I could say. Where I was like, dude, he's so cool. Oh my god, bro! If you want to be best friends, I am here.
That was fucking awesome.
Oh my god. What a cool guy.
Invent Animate dropped their new album Heavener. It's not out yet, but we spoke to Invent Animate. It comes out this week. What if I shit myself?
Yep.
Shit was awesome, dude.
Oh my god.
The interview was great. We spoke to Marcus. I think it'll be out Friday. The album is fucking awesome. Immolation of Night is still my favorite song on this album, because it is like the heaviest, and also like there's that like interlude kind of track that's different, but in terms of like the heavy songs, this is the one that like was the standout for me in terms of it like being different and straying from the rest of the record. But the focus track off the album, Without a Whisper, has also become one of my favorites. But I'm enjoying the entire album. This shit was awesome. Kind of like with Glory with the Suicide Silence album. I listened to this shit multiple times. Like it hit the inbox. I was actually about to drive to my partner's, and I was like, damn, I'm throwing the shit on. Like I'm listening to this on the way. Fucking album is awesome.
Yeah, I think because you've been naming favorites, and that's making me feel like I'm doing my job wrong.
You're doing just fine.
I'm sorry. I need to listen to albums like 3 times to get a favorite. But honestly, the opener was amazing. False Meridian was amazing. Even though that's a 5-minute track. Jeez, it didn't feel like 5 minutes though, so that gives them extra points. So those were my favorite off the album. I really liked it. If you give another favorite, I will have to match that. So please watch what you say, Shane. Favorites for every album. But yeah.
And quickly, thank you for the resubs, Buzz Lightskin and Coaster Lover. Appreciate you guys.
Woo! Wow, damn, subscribe for 12 months.
Damn.
23 months.
Damn.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah. Perfect. Chelsea Grin. Woo, Chelsea Grin dropped a new album, "Suffer in Heaven." We spoke to Chelsea Grin,
Holy shit!
but about the first half of this album,
Well,
which was "Suffer in Hell."
we actually we wound up kind of focusing on that one because that was the one that was coming out at the time. But
Yeah.
we're able to squeeze a lot of info about this one out of him as well because it was all kind of written at the same time. So we're just like, you've already announced it. We haven't heard it yet, but let's just kind of dive into both. So we definitely do talk about this album in that interview as well. It even made the title.
It did.
Yes. So
damn. Okay, so we did talk to them about this album.
We dove into because
It's been so long.
being promoted as a double album, but they released them 5 or 6 months apart.
Yeah.
But yeah, we dove into both.
Yeah.
With an emphasis on the one that was just coming out.
Yeah.
But this fucking album was crazy. No song quite like the Isness, which was on the first half of this record, that totally blew my mind. Like, if they don't play that live at Bamboozle Fest, I'm going to be upset because that song is nutty as shit. Yes.
That lineup is crazy.
Yeah. That song is nutty as shit, and I will be so upset if I don't hear it live. But all of these songs are fucking awesome, dude. They really did drop 14 fucking banging ass songs.
This album is very heavy. It was almost at the point where I was like, bro, I can't I can't do this. For some reason the first half of the album, the first album, "Suffer in Hell," was easier for me to digest, I guess. But this one was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. They obviously fit together. They match. It was good. It was good. I enjoyed it.
So true.
That's really all. I don't have a favorite.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it more than 2 times.
Gideon dropped their new album, "More Power, More Pain." We also spoke to Gideon in the same night as For the Fallen Dreams, and they were both on tour together. How fucking crazy is that?
That's awesome.
This fucking album is also crazy.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's pretty much all I have to say is just holy fuck. I mean, he talked a lot about in the interview that the title track is kind of the quintessential song off the record. And
it's the best song.
Yeah, after listening to it a couple of times, I totally agree. Shit is fucking crazy. But the album's great.
I agree. Album. Oh shit, we're running out of time.
It's okay.
Album was really. Oh yeah, because it got 30 minutes pushed. Okay. Yeah, this album is really good. I enjoyed it. It was a good interview. I swear to God, he was wearing a cowboy hat in that interview. We spoke about this.
Yeah.
He's not. I don't know where it went. Maybe it was my imagination because they wear cowboy hats in promo, but I swear to God he was wearing one. But now it's just a hat.
Yeah.
So that's it. It was a good interview though.
That was disappointing when I was editing it. I was like,
yeah,
there's no cowboy hat here.
Where did it go?
I was like, maybe I'm hallucinating because it's midnight. But then I watched it back and I was like, no, there's no cowboy hat.
I swear he had a cowboy hat. I don't know what happened because you remember him having a cowboy hat.
I thought he had a cowboy hat, but I guess we both misremembered because there's not a cowboy hat.
Not one in sight.
No, maybe OBS just didn't want to record the cowboy hat.
And it just automatically photoshopped it. That's crazy. AI is going too far, guys.
I haven't even updated my OBS since it broke.
Don't do that shit. Yeah. You can leave it how it is. Oh, brother. Okay, 100 Gex dropped a new album. 10,000 Gex. I'm going to say my piece, and then you could say your piece. First listen, I liked this album. Couple minutes later, I started to process it. I don't know how I feel about it. It was very short. The songs weren't very 100 Gex. I understand that they're kind of trying new things, but their whole thing is hyperpop and kind of I'm going to hurt your ears and you're going to enjoy it. Where this one, it was a lot more palatable, which is not what I want from 100 Gex. I want my ears to hurt after listening to their albums. Because it's that's what they're known for. They're known for blasting your eardrums. And this one, it just felt kind of, I don't want to say low effort because I know it wasn't, but it didn't feel like it was done. It felt very open-ended, unfinished. It just kind of ended with me, which felt like a weird closer. Um, and it was like only like 27 minutes long or something.
Yeah.
It was very short. Um, I don't know. I wanted more of the stuff from like the Snake Eyes EP because that was more of like the classic 100 gecs, like Hey Big Guy or whatever it was called. That was like that's like their sound.
Mhm.
But then this album was just like not exactly what I wanted, but I will try and listen to it more regardless.
Yeah, my entire point was quite literally going to be why did I not hate this? It was too palatable. Like I came away from it like this is like mainstream. Like what?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Like they're trying to get this shit on the radio almost. Like it just wasn't chaotic enough. Like I've gotten to the point where like I'm not totally hating hyperpop because we're around it even with the podcast. Like some of the artists we interview are teetering on that hyperpop. So I'm not totally against it anymore, although I prefer when it's not totally just blasting my eardrums. I've learned to just kind of accept that that's how it's going to be until this band breaks up. But apparently that doesn't have to be the case because they just went soft pretty much. I'm disappointed because it didn't blast my eardrums. Like I saved this album. This was the first thing I listened to when I woke up this morning. I thought it was going to wake me up, bro. It did not.
Yeah.
I was
it just kind of came and went.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm disappointed because it did the job. It did not do the job I thought it was going to do, which was wake me up this morning. I'm still sleepy because of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
It was fine.
It was fine. Yeah. It's just it wasn't what I wanted from 100 gecs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now more than ever, dropped their new album, Critic. I don't know. I was going with Create.
I'm calling it Critic.
Okay. Creatix.
Like creatives.
We sounded it out.
There we go. Let us know.
This is their debut album. It's got Tyson from the All American Rejects in it.
I love that guy.
My God. This was another band that Glory and I both kind of knew about, but had not been covering up until this point. I just was like, "Oh, Glory! By the way, one of the guys in the All American Rejects has a new project." And she's like, "Oh, cool! Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk about the album." And I was like, "Yeah, we probably will." And that was the end of that. So it pretty much just been on our radar, but we haven't talked about it. The album is fucking crazy, though. The shit is awesome.
This is like my favorite type of music. It's like top 2 music. It's tied with like whatever. I don't care. This is amazing. I love it, bro. You killed it. I don't know. I loved this so much. I was texting Shane yesterday. I was like, "This album is so good." I thought it was Monday firstly,
you did.
But it was not. I love it. I love it so much. I'm gonna revisit it. I want this on album. Record. I want this tattooed on my body. I want like posters of this. I need to see them in concert. I want this to be my next obsession because this album was too good to just kind of like, and having this immediately after the 100 gecs just showed me like how 100 gecs just didn't hit. Because it was like this, I had expectations for 100 gecs. I knew what to expect, and they didn't hit that. And then this band that I still kind of had expectations for, I kind of knew what to expect. It
expectations
went over and beyond. Yeah. So crazy. Love it. Bayside dropped a new EP, the Blue EP.
Spoke to Nick from Bayside about the Red EP and the first song off of this this EP.
He didn't even tell us about the Blue EP.
No,
Can you believe that?
No, but he did tell us there was going to be other EPs. So I mean, he didn't lie.
But not that he was going to drop it in like 2 days. He said, "Oh yeah,
bro." We literally finished the interview, and I was like, "Oh, I checked Kingdom Leaks, and I'm like, oh, by the way, they got a single coming out next week."
I was like,
they embraced their heavier side on this EP, though. Like, Go to Hell is a little bit faster. What is it? Patience.
That's a good one.
Yeah, with, How to Kill Everything Spencer. Or whatever. It has Spencer on it, and then the song that we hadn't heard yet is like on the heavier side. It's not, they're not like fucking beating your face in.
No.
But it's a little bit heavier than your traditional pop punk or even like the first EP. And he even said that in the interview, that it was like, obviously we don't want to abandon our fans, but like we're gonna also do what we want, and like some of that is going to be going a little bit heavier. So this fucking EP rips.
Absolutely. I have nothing bad to say about it. I think the Blue EP is still my favorite, because it does have like my favorite song that they've ever made on there. But great EP. I loved it. Still, the Spencer thing still makes no sense.
Crazy.
Happy it happened. I don't get it. It works well. Still don't understand it, but that's fine.
Yeah. Project Vengeance, which includes members of Lorna Shore, Left to Suffer, Infant Annihilator, Traitors,
Crazy name,
and Spite.
Infant Annihilator.
Yeah, dropped their debut single after originally being like, we're the Big Six, and Franz was in there, and then Franz was like, no, I'm not, and then they were like, we got this other guy, and this other guy was like, no, I'm not, Joe from Fit for an Autopsy, and they were like, okay, now we're 5, and they rebranded, like they had this EP that I guess they scrapped, and we're finally here now. It's March. I just gave you the history of the band in 13 seconds. You're welcome.
I didn't know like any of that happened.
Yeah. So they dropped their single, the debut, finally. It's Cut, Bleed, Repeat. So my expectations for this was this is going to be crazy. It was crazy, but in the fact that there was too much going on with the vocals. They put 5 powerful ass vocalists on this song, and deathcore not being my genre of choice to begin with, this was so crazy that the first time I listened to it, I had to turn it off because I was like, this is actually hurting my brain. And it took me multiple listens to be like, this is, if this comes on, I'm not going to skip it, kind of thing. There's a lot going on. I saw some people in the comments saying the vocals have to be louder. No, they should all be doing uncleans singing together in harmonizing like they do on stage. Atreyu, harmonize, I
have to bring Atreyu into this
because
man.
I saw their name on the list.
I have my guard down, and you just bam with Atreyu, man. And I least expected it. I feel like I'm gonna get like crucified for saying this. I wasn't a fan. I didn't like it. I'm not the biggest fan of the deathcore. Lorna Shore is like where I cap it because I like Will. And it was a great interview, and I like listening to their music because of just how impressive it is. But this was just too much. It did hurt. I listened to it I think 3 times just to see like, maybe something in my brain will like switch the second time or the third time, and I'll understand it. I'll get it. I still don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm not a fan. But honestly, this isn't for me. This isn't marketed towards me. It's not marketed towards the 100 Gex stand. So like come on, man. That's crazy. But I mean, it's cool idea. Yeah. Excited to see what else they do. Gonna have to listen to it. Yeah. With whatever they end up doing, I'm gonna have to. Yeah. So all right. Water Parks dropped a new single, Brainwashed. This has made me excited for the album. This has reignited my hope. I haven't been the biggest fans of their last singles, like any of them. Except like I liked Funeral Grey. I did like that one. But this is one of my favorite Water Park songs now. It's just the little guitar part. It's so fun. It's such a fun song, and it reminds me of Entertainment Era. Yeah. I love it. I love it so much.
It's who allowed Austin Knight to be so horny is my first question. Second,
like every song now. But good for him, man. Yeah. Good for him.
Second is that I did not like this when I heard it live, because they've been playing this song live forever.
That's why it sounded so familiar. Yeah.
But I enjoyed the studio version. It has been on loop for me. I have been enjoying it a lot. It is very catchy. I'll give them that. Yeah. I am patiently waiting for the album. It'll be here in less than a month, April 14th. So we're getting close.
Right around the corner.
Yeah, very exciting. So I'm excited for the
Yes.
album.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mike Shinoda and Kaylee Moore dropped their new single "In My Head." It's for the Scream 6 soundtrack.
Crazy.
We didn't speak to Mike, but we did interview Kaylee Moore
We did.
right before this song was announced, so we did dive into a little bit because Mike had talked about it in an interview, so it was kind of public information, and she had posted the interview on her Instagram story.
Yeah.
So we dove into it a little bit with her alongside her debut album. This fucking song rips. I love it.
It fits for
Yes.
sure with the movie. Sometimes when those songs that are made, from big artists for big movies, sometimes they either hit or they are like way off. This is perfect.
When I saw that they had called on Mike Shinoda to like be the main artist on the for this song, I was like, this is going to be good, because although I'm not the biggest fan of Linkin Park, I love his solo stuff.
He's good.
Like he is fucking awesome. The song that he did last year with like the whole slew of artists was one of my top played songs, because it was just that fucking good. So I had high expectations when I saw that the song was coming out. I was like, yeah, this shit's gonna slap. And it does.
Yeah, absolutely. Loved it. Enter Shikari dropped a new single, Bloodshot. I don't know why I said it like that.
It's crazy.
It sounded cool. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy song. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. But again, not for me. But I liked it. I liked it.
Fair enough. The Somerset dropped their new single, Under the Influencer. The R is in parentheses. In case you guys forgot, we spoke to the Somerset about the first part of Blossom. That is still crazy to me. It is also crazy that this band is back. I like the song. I think lyrically it's going to age like milk, because there are a lot of 2020s like language and lingo and terms and shit, and I was just like listening to it. They made
one of those,
and I was listening to it, and I was like, this is going to age like milk. But I think that present day right now, fun. Yes, the song is fun and the song bangs. That is just me being like, oh well, I'm an old man now. Like,
I can't have fun. Yeah. Actually, spoiler alert for Blossom, I think they scrapped the part 2. Because they said we were writing songs they wrote a whole post about it. It was like, we were writing songs for the part 2, but we learned that this doesn't fit with Blossom, so we're just gonna make a whole new album that's perfect. Not so even
come
a
on part. The podcast again.
Welcome back. But yeah, I think that's what they're doing. I could be wrong. Blossom still could be happening, but I just remember reading, these aren't siblings, they're like cousins, so we're not gonna try and market them together. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
The only reason why I assumed is because they're going out on the Blossom tour. And I was like, oh my god, a new song. I didn't see that. As long as we get new music, I don't care what they put it out under. Gonna be honest.
I completely agree.
Yes.
Hot Mulligan dropped a new single. Shh. Golf is on.
They always have the funniest song titles.
It's so fun. I love it. This song was incredible. I love Hot Mulligan. I love this band. I love everything they do. And this song is no different. So true. I'm a big Hot Mulligan fan. I can't even lie. Their shit bangs. Love the Hot Mully. They've become a lot more palatable as they have grown. And I think their growth can be attributed to the fact that they've gotten more palatable. And I'm totally here for it. I love this shit. They deserve it. Heart Attack Man dropped their new single, Freak of Nature. Both Hot Mulligan and Heart Attack Man announced new records coming out in May. It's like baby albums. Yeah, it's like they're little twins. But they don't come out on the same day. Never mind. Yeah, this song is awesome though. I am Heart Attack Man's #1 fan. Thank you. I love this song so much. I'm so excited to hear what they do with this album. I love the cover art. I love everything. They're like not even on a label anymore. They're completely independent, I think. Yep. You can hear the difference between their last album, their EP, Pitch Black, versus this one. It's crazy. Like just his tone of voice, it sounds like he's so much more comfortable just singing, doing whatever he wants to. It's it's such a fun little topic. Well, not fun, obviously. It's not a fun song, but it's just like the topic is so
Interesting.
I can't interesting. Yeah, sure, I'll say interesting because I can't say fun because it's like it's not. But I just Heart Attack Man, thank you. Thank you for your service. This is amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love Heart Attack Man. Come on the podcast to talk about this album. Thank you.
I already sent in my request. Don't worry.
You did?
Yeah.
That's how Eric isn't like, oh god damn it, these kids. Magnolia Park dropped a new single, Face Down. Magnolia Park, I love you. You guys are amazing. This song is amazing. I love it. Anything you guys put out, incredible. You can do no wrong. Don't take that straight to your head. Whatever it is, whatever that saying is, don't let it go to your head. There you go.
Yeah.
But this is great. You guys haven't let me down yet.
Yeah, this song's great. Fucking catchy, as everything that they do is. And they've got a deluxe coming out of the debut album.
Whoop, whoop.
And this is on there. Very exciting.
Yes. Yeah.
Charlotte Sands dropped a new single, 6 Feet Under. The singles are starting to stack. You know what that means? A project.
Ooh. They all have the same cover art as well.
Yep. Very exciting. I need a project right now. ASAP.
Yeah. Yes. Very good.
This song fucking rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Another one that does not miss.
Mm-hmm.
Artist.
Absolutely.
Doesn't miss.
Got 3 in a row here.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was incredible song, and honestly, the last 2 songs were also very good. So I don't have a problem with anything on this project. Usually there's like one single when leading up to an album that I'm like, you should have kept that for like a deep cut or something, man. Honestly, very good. Very, very good. The Devil Wears Prada. The Devil what is it? Wears. Okay, good. The Devil Wears Prada dropped a new single, Reaching. I'm gonna let you talk.
We fucking spoke to Devils Wear Prada, by the way, about Color Decay. They announced the deluxe edition of Color Decay. That's what this song is off of. But we spoke to we spoke to the fucking band. I damn near shit myself. I fucking
who did we talk to again?
The fucking frontman of the band, Mike. Holy fuck.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if you were there or not.
Bro, mentally I was not, but like it was cool.
Yeah.
It was after my heart attack, man.
Yeah, I know. Where you damn near had a heart attack.
I damn near died. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh my god.
But this fucking band, bro, they don't miss. I'm telling you, man, they don't miss. This fucking song is awesome. I'm very excited for the deluxe edition of the album. I'm patiently waiting for a stream to magically pop up in the inbox.
I feel like it will.
Yeah.
I feel like
so I
just
can
email someone.
So I can listen to it and be like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever. Like I did with the album.
Oh my god, that was awesome. That was a good moment.
Microwave dropped a new single, Ferrari.
Microwave.
This song is cool. I like it. It was good.
Wow.
It's hard to top
you
the
go
Devil's Wear Prada.
I know. This song was really, really good. Microwave always confuses me because every time I see their name, I'm like, oh, this is a dad rock band.
Remember when you thought they were Tool?
I thought they were the same genre as Tool. I got them confused as Tool. I was expecting like that dad rock, butt rock type sound. No, it's amazing. Always a wonderful surprise. This was a great song. I really did like it.
So true.
Always happy to see. Always happy to not listen to dad rock. Thank you. Super Love dropped a new single, Something Good. Super Love, you did it again. I feel like I do this bit every time they drop something.
This fucking band, you never know what to expect. Last single had a breakdown. This single did not.
I missed the breakdown. I'm not gonna lie. I love a good breakdown.
But I love the diversity. It's just like you don't know what to expect. You could get a fucking pop song. You could get a metal song. You could get anything in between those two categories of genre. And the only constant is that it's going to slap ass no matter what.
Exactly. It's crazy how they're able to just master that many genres flawlessly and make it seem effortless. Like it's not like overdone. They're not adding too many things to kind of lean into that genre. It just sounds like it just came out and they're like, oh, okay, cool. Here's a metal song. Okay. Oh, here's a little poppy song. Oh,
yeah.
I love them.
And that's what kind of gravitated us towards them in the beginning, like with that EP that we originally had spoken to them about, and then obviously Colors is all over the map as well.
Yeah.
So the band does it great. The singles are stacking on Spotify, which is exciting because that
Whoop.
means
Didn't they just announce an album?
I have no idea.
They did. I'm pretty sure they announced it because I commented like "fuck yeah" on the Instagram account. I swear to God they did. Oh, it was just a single. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I said ah.
Yeah, well, we are patiently waiting for the album.
Send it to us, guys.
Yeah. But new album means we chat sometime soon, or new project means we get to chat with them, which is always a good time.
Yes! I love them.
Broadside dropped a new single with Brian from the home team. The single is Cruel. New Broadside means hopefully a new album.
Means hopefully a new chat.
Another chat with Ollie, which would be a great time.
Dude, shit my pants.
This song is great. This band,
aren't they independent as well?
No, they're on Sharp Tone.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I swear to God.
I'm
okay.
positive.
It's the other band. The what are they? Australian band Between You and Me.
Oh,
they're
yeah,
independent.
they're independent.
Okay. So many bands are like independent. It's crazy. I love it. But yeah, sorry, you were saying.
This song is great. Band doesn't miss. And I'm very excited for whatever is next.
Absolutely. I love this song. I love the feature. Everything about this is beautiful. Great song.
So true.
Great song. Come back on the podcast when the album EP project is announced.
Yes.
Thank you. Atreyu dropped a dog shit single, Watch Me Burn. This was shit, garbage, poopy, pee-pee. I don't know. This was bad. I can't say anything else about it.
That is what I will be doing on your desk because I don't agree with you. Fuck you.
Go on, say what you want. Say it out. I want to hear you say I liked it.
Personally, I didn't think the song was that bad.
No. Say what you said.
I liked it, Glory. I said I liked it.
Say what you said in the Discord. You said like something dumb, like this shit's kind of fire.
Oh yeah, no, I said honestly, bro, this song is kind of fire.
Oh, I almost banned him. That was so close.
I don't know. I feel like the last record they did, the first album with the new vocalist, was awful. I feel like they might be starting to get into their groove with the new lineup changes and everything. Because although we were both blown away by how not bad the first single was, I was blown away decent. That they're keeping that. I mean, this song wasn't like as crazy or anything, partly because I was already like, okay, so they can make a good song. But I mean, I didn't hate it. This is really bad for my like entire personality here.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't get on here and lie. That's just wrong, you know?
Yeah.
I have to be true to our viewers. And the truth is, I'm sorry.
Sorry I've let you down, guys. I liked an Atreyu song. I did like the last one.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to the Atreyu guys if you're watching, because apparently that's a thing now where the artists actually tune in. It's a little scary. I'm sorry. I shit on you so hard. It's nothing like personal against you guys. It's just a running joke that we started like 2 years ago or something because of battle drums. But the last song I liked. I'll say that. This song still not for me.
I'm patiently waiting for this EP, quite frankly, because I want to see if they just picked like the good songs to be singles, or if they actually made a banging fucking EP. And right now, I mean, in my opinion, they're on track for that. In your opinion, you're like, well, they could or they couldn't.
Half and half.
Yeah. But we're gonna find out on April 14th alongside the Waterparks album, which is hilarious.
Wow, that's a crazy lineup for that week. Right.
Avenged Sevenfold dropped their new single Nobody. Imagine waiting 7 years, and this is what the band drops as their first taste of new music. This is bad. Anybody saying otherwise is wrong.
You're in denial.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Because this shit was awful.
It wasn't good.
No.
I've seen a lot of people. I know someone who's a big Avenged Sevenfold fan. And just seeing him try to defend this song and excuse it and say, no, it's they're just trying something new, guys. Give it a chance.
No.
Let it go.
No.
It's
they're
okay.
They're not trying anything new. The guy mumbled through the song for 5 minutes, and not only that, the instrumental was just bad.
It was just, there wasn't anything really redeemable from this song. It's okay to not like something from your favorite artist, guys. You don't have to love everything. I don't like Foundations of Decay. That's fine. You know? But God, Foundations of Decay is like leagues better.
At least he didn't like moan through the entire song.
He's done it before. He can do it again.
Yeah,
bro.
true.
I do not care. I'd eat that shit up. I'd be like, man, destroy it too.
Yeah,
okay.
Like, damn.
All right. Trophy Eyes dropped a new single, Blue Eyed Boy. Man, I love Trophy Eyes.
Man, when is Trophy Eyes finally gonna drop the fucking album, bro? I'm patiently
It's been like 3 years, right?
It's been way too long. Dude. They keep talking about it, and then they were like,
does it even exist?
Yeah, and then they were like, oh, by the way, the 4 singles we put out last year aren't part of that album. What the fuck do you mean?
What do you mean by that? So now we're just now starting the rollout. It's okay. We're gonna get this in like 2025 or something.
We're gonna get the album at some point. But the song is good. Now we patiently wait for an album. That's where we're at.
Whenever that comes out.
True. Barry Tomorrow dropped a new single, Begin Again. Fuck it, I'm saying it. We spoke to Barry Tomorrow. It ain't out yet. We'll probably poop our pants when we talk about it and it's out. But yeah, we spoke to them. It was pretty cool.
It was
okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. You know.
I don't know why I like when Mickey Mouse there. But the
That's ridiculous.
The song is great though. I'm liking it.
I'm loving it.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Do you want to flip here because you want to talk about the sticky goopy fucking cum song over here?
Why are you spoiling it?
Sticky cummy goo goo gaga.
Sticky icky. Oh, I wanted the that's a completely different song. It's fuzzy. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to. You go. It's fine. From Ashes to New.
Dropped a new single, Hate Me Too. Finally announced their new record. It comes out in fucking July. But they finally announced it. I'm digging this song. It is good. I am excited for the album. And I am manifesting another chat with the band.
Yes.
They're currently out on tour with like 3 Days Grace and Shinedown. They're blowing up every day, man. They're only getting bigger. I know I talked about it after seeing them with Memphis Mayfire, but like how big they are did not compute in my brain until I saw them live. So I'm sure this album is going to be huge. The fucking shit is awesome, and I'm stoked, and I like the song.
This song was very good. I love anything From Ashes to New does. I would like them to come back on the podcast. And honestly, I love it. I love it. And I love you guys. Thank you. Enja, Childish Gambino, and Kirby dropping a new single, Sticky. I don't want to hear a word from you. This song was amazing. It was off of an EP. I just wanted to talk about the Childish Gambino feature. Welcome back. You said you were done. You dropped an album. You said you were done. Then you came back with a single. Said you were done. Make up your mind. He says an album's coming soon. Hold your breath. I cannot wait. I'm on the edge of my seat. I love Childish Gambino. Donald Glover, you are the smartest, like, most creative man alive. That's a stretch, but you get what I'm saying. I'm talking to you, Donald. You're amazing. This song was amazing. It was fun. It was catchy. It's playing in my head. Shane's gonna say something completely untrue. Don't listen to him.
Most creative man alive hopped on sticky.
Have you watched?
Ooh-woo.
Yeah. Okay. So you need to watch like Atlanta. You need to watch fucking like Community. You need to watch all of his things, man, and listen to his albums, and then you'll understand what I'm saying.
Most creative man alive hopped on sticky gooey ooh-woo.
Yes, he did.
This song was awful.
I don't care. I don't care. I will be streaming it. Me and everyone
yeah.
else.
Well, I'm sorry that you're going to be doing that to yourself.
You like an Atreyu song.
Yeah,
You have no say in this.
I've seen Atreyu like 36 times, so I forgive myself. Battle Drums is fire.
Okay, you're going a
Battle
little too
Drums is like kind of fire, dude.
Don't say something you'll regret, Shade.
But that is thankfully all the topics we have. We're finally done. Maybe next time we won't take a break when it's 2 big weeks. But that remains to be seen. So you can follow us on Twitter. It's Good Noise, _cast. Instagram is Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. Every audio streaming service ever is Good Noise Podcast. Bandcamp is goodnoiserecords.bandcamp.com. And Patreon is patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast. Glory's got your Patreon supporters, Twitch subs, and your important plugs. And then we're going to sign off.
I just got really tired. Thank you to our Patreon supporters, my brother, my uncle, Matt from Pulses, Jeremy, Brady, Zari, and Eric. And thank you to our Twitch subs, Coaster Lover, Buzz Lightskin, Matt, again from Pulses. Thank you, Matt. Sam and Zari. Thank you again, Zari.
Thank you, everybody.
You guys rock.
You are all awesome.
Woo! Important plugs. Black Lives Matter. Trans Lives Matter. That's a big thing that's happening right now. The debate of that. Fucking ridiculous. It's so fucking stupid. Stop Asian hate, be a decent person, and yeah, that's all I have to say.
So true. Well, I've been Shane.
I have been Glory.
And we have been the Good Noise Podcast. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.